Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this grand event of the release of Lakshmi Atul's professional biography and the prestigious Media Awards 2024. Kindly take your seats as we are about to begin shortly. I am your host, Nandita Roy, for the event. We are honored to have each and every one of you join us here today to celebrate the release of Miss Lakshmi Atul's professional biography and the achievements of the media industry. I hope all of you are comfortably seated. We will begin with the book launch event. Before we kickstart the event, I would like to introduce Lakshmi Atul, whose biography launch we are celebrating today. Lakshmi Atul is a director of Aries Group of Companies, a multinational consortium of 70 companies spread across 29 countries. She is often considered the rising star of the Aries Group. She was not just a star at Aries. Throughout her life, she has collected several feathers in her hat, right from being a university rank holder in her engineering graduation and a gold medal winner in her engineering post-graduation, to being the head of the Oscar Awards consultancy and the head of the film festival promotion divisions. She is an exceptional event organizer who has spearheaded many national and international maritime, medical, and entertainment events. Lakshmi has also acted in 2 Oscar-selected projects, Aikarakonathe Bishavaranmar and Sound Story in 2018. Recently, she received the Women in Leadership Award 2022 by Fox Clues and the Kerala Leadership Awards 2023, along with the Best Employee of the Group Award 2022 by Aries Group. That, my dear audience, is a long list of achievements that is deserving of its own celebrations. All these achievements are spread across Lakshmi's long and illustrious career, where she has had multiple learnings and lessons. And these learnings and lessons are what Lakshmi has captured in this biography. Moving ahead with the book launch celebrations, it is my pleasure, dear audience, to welcome our chief guest for the event. But before I welcome him to the stage, I request all of you to kindly direct your attention to the screen in front of you.
Sir Sohan Roy, a Forbes-listed entrepreneur, naval architect, world record-holding poet, and Oscar-selected filmmaker, stands as the visionary founder and CEO of 26-year-old Aries Group, a multinational conglomerate with 65 companies operating in 29 countries. He holds numerous awards and accolades for his impactful contributions to the maritime industry, and is the first Indian to receive the esteemed knighthood from Partig Ulfa, Italy, for his exceptional humanitarian and environmental protection efforts in both business and cinema. As a visionary leader driving educational innovations, with a vision to launch an innovative new generation training method with the support of visual media, he established the Aries International Maritime Research Institute, AIMRI, in 2012. The institute focuses on providing technologically advanced industrial education, offering courses in technical, management, and personal development within the maritime industry. AIMRI is at the forefront of the educational revolution, leveraging artificial intelligence to establish an AIMRI, a metaverse university. Continuing his mission to blend education with new age technology, he launched the Indiewood Talent Club. This premier platform nurtures budding talents through immersive visual learning experiences and career guidance. By bridging the gap between academia and industry, the Indiewood Talent Club serves as an artistic hub, enabling students to shape their futures based on their passions and skills. The Aries Kids Career Design Program, developed under the Indiewood Talent Club, revolutionizes education and career planning by offering students a clear roadmap for their future. Through this initiative, he aims to mold the career paths of students using career orientation and strategic planning. Driven by an unyielding commitment to adapt to evolving technological landscapes, he initiated the groundbreaking educational 3D theater. This innovative learning environment not only imparts knowledge, but also allows students to experience learning firsthand. One of his notable creations is the Efficiency Improvement System Management, IFISM pioneering efficiency improvement tool. Developed and industrially validated by the Research and Development Wing of AIMRI, IFISM is designed to enhance the efficiency of an individual. Additionally, IFISM has introduced Hartua's program, which incorporates 100 critical efficiency parameters that can enhance an individual's personal and professional life. He has also been instrumental in launching Indiewood Talent Hunt, an exclusive platform designed to identify the young talents and guide them properly to choose their career at the campus and school level itself. He also extends opportunities for internships and training, enabling students to explore various career paths while honing their skills in specialized fields. By introducing the concept of industrial doctorates, AIMRI provides individuals with an alternative route to earning a PhD, focusing on practical, real-world research experiences. His enduring impact on global education is a testament to his dedication to evolving education in response to technological advancements. His tireless efforts have not only transformed countless lives, but have also paved the way for a new era of education that is adaptive, immersive, and future-ready. As the world continues to evolve at a breakneck pace, Sir Sohan Roy's unwavering commitment to innovation ensures that education remains a dynamic force, empowering generations to come with the skills and knowledge necessary to thrive in an ever-changing global landscape.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sir Sohan Roy, the founder, chairman, and CEO of Aries Group, to the stage. Let's have a loud round of applause. Sohan sir, a few words.
Very good morning to all. Today is supposed to be the turning point of AIMRI, or the most wonderful day of AIMRI, because our first in-house professional biography is getting released. This is going to be a revolution. I have done more than 250 innovative projects in which Lakshmi was associated in more than 100 actually. Few weeks back, I gave her a new assignment. The target was write your professional biography, publish it within 30 days. See, giving an assignment is very simple, but executing it is a process, and make it successful. You need to have that willingness. You need to have the inputs from your knowledge. Everything you need to put, all your. It should be a dedicated job. She made a proper strategy. She made sure that the first copy was ready within 30 days. Congratulations. Now, what is the importance of this biography? Because AIMRI is in a process of transforming the entire career design process of every student in the world to make them suited for the industry. We need to tell every student, we need to make every student understand that their final destination is industry, and the academics is always showing that industry to get students to run that industry. But academics unfortunately fail to give the real input that is really required by the industry to the students. Who is going to correct it? The 50,000 hours the students spending in the academics, where their final destination is industry, the real thing required for the industry is not included in the syllabus. And students are not aware about this one. The parents are not aware about this one. Everyone is a victim in this game. Even I was personally a victim. My children were victims. You were victims. But who will put a full stop for this one? Because the current system says that academics should be run by the academicians. But unfortunately, more than 90% of the academicians, they never worked in the industry. How they can mold this next generation to the industry? First of all, the academics required proper mentors for the students. Then they need study materials which is to be included in the syllabus. Unfortunately, the current system is not designed to have major changes immediately. So, Emory decided to have a parallel system, linking academics with industry, provide the students with industrial knowledge. But how is it possible? The best way of providing industrial knowledge is to have this kind of biographies, professional biographies from every sector. If I develop the reading habit in you, you can choose this kind of biographies. You will, when you read 10 such biographies, you will get to know about at least 100 different industries actually. So you will slowly focus into that industry. So by the age of 12, if you develop the reading habit, I developed my reading habit at the age of 10 itself. This is what now Amory is focusing. We started our journey from the ugly school, that Attapadi tribal school. We started with developing the reading habit. Now we are providing the books for reading, introducing the industries, communicating with the students directly. We have career design clubs over there. But where is the professional biography? That is the question. Certain people write their biographies at the age of 60 or 70. But we need the fresh information. What is happening today in the industry? When a 20-year-old person getting into the industry, he should be guided by someone with a 30-year-old 30 or 10 years experience. With a 30-year-old person should guide him. Then only that young mind will be charged with another young mind. That's why we told Lakshmi to write this biography. This is an eye-opener for everyone. This is going to be a milestone in the entire career design process. It's a guideline for everyone. This year itself, Aries Group has decided to publish 20 professional biographies of all directors, MDs, whoever got more than 20 years of experience. Why 20 years of experience? See, as per our industrial research process or project, we are providing industrial doctorate for everyone with a biography, who has published a biography. If you have 20 years of industrial experience or with engineering background or some professional background, or if you don't have any kind of professional degree or something, many people they fail to get a academic degree or something. You look into Thomas Alva Edison with more than 1,000 inventions. He's a school dropout. As per the current academic system, he is not eligible for a doctorate, but we need to rewrite it. If you have the experience, if you are a master in your field, you have the right to stamp yourself as a master. That's why we introduced industrial doctorate, doctor.ind. Already almost 100 legends in the industry. Like Mr. Grimaldi from the shipping industry, he is the head of ship owners actually. There is no other person you can point out as a legend in the entire shipping industry in the world. He personally came and accepted this industrial doctorate just because of one reason. He published his biography. Now we are in a process of publishing young biographies. This is the first in that series. If we can publish 20 biographies from our group, why others cannot publish it? Every industry has. Industry means even if it is not an established industry, whichever field you are there, if you have 20 years of experience, means that's a life experience. You have faced so many problems. You did many mistakes. You have seen your downline making mistakes. If we can put down all this experience, all this information into a booklet, why the next generation should come and repeat it again? Let them read this book. Let them avoid. This is just like traffic exams, no? A person going to the road without any information about traffic rules, surely they will get into trouble. But if the traffic rules are written properly in a book, if you read it, if you understand it, you go to the road, you will understand you will avoid all unnecessary illegal things while driving. Same way, in the industry also there are industrial rules which you are not aware when you enter. This is a problem of our academic system. 50,000 hours you are spending in the academics. To become a master in any field, you need only 1,500 hours. To become a commando, you need only 1 year training. To become a Boeing pilot, you need only 1,500 hours of training. But after 50,000 hours of training from the academies, you are entering into the industry, you don't know what is ISO. Industry is running in ISO. This is the biggest problem we are facing in our company. Our company is having more than 2,500 employees, and every year we are absorbing more than 200 freshers. All these freshers are coming from professional colleges. Just imagine, after taking these people, our first job is to teach them what is ISO. If a person like Lakshmi can write about these problems in their book, and a student while entering a professional college, if that person read it, he will or she will understand that this is a major problem I am going to face when I enter into the industry. So let me correct it. Whichever way I can design my career in a better way, so that I'll be a happy person when I am working in the industry. As per the latest studies, not studies actually, it is a couple of weeks back, Schwarzenegger, the famous American actor and the state head, he said in an interview that with proper statistics, 78% of the Americans, they are unhappy in their job. Why? Because they all finished the colleges like IIT, IIM and other things. They came to America or they studied in those colleges. But somewhere the career design was not proper. It was not matching with their real talent and passion. Once for some reason, they get into some industry. Totally, because just before 1 year before they join that industry, they are not aware that they are going to enter into the industry. Just by seeing the offer from the industry, they get into it. They start the journey. They don't get a chance to deviate from it. Ultimately, after a few years, they are suffocated. This should not happen to the next generation, at least to your children or your grandchildren. This is what AIMRI is now focusing to transform the education system. We cannot change the entire world, but that's why Aries Group already started our career design for our children. We are selecting few schools and colleges. We are transforming their students. Others, they have to follow. This is a successful model actually. After seeing the successful activities in the Agali school in the first 1 year, now NIMS, the Nurul Islamic University, they have called us. They want to make that deemed university as the India's #1 deemed university in 5 years. For that process also, we need to have this kind of biographies to guide the students. Now, after this professional biography, the next one we are now going to launch is the academic biographies. The moment a student finish their academics and get into the industry, within 1 year, that student should publish the academic biography. Such kind of biographies will be the guideline for the students at the age of 12 or something. When they start the career design, these biographies will be the guideline. So that by the time they finish their 12th standard or enter into 12th standard, they know that this is the industry I need to get into it. In Agali school, we have already selected 10 project managers. Our job is to feed them with the informations about our activities so that these students will be focusing on that particular field. So after 5 years or 10 years, when these students get into our company or our industry, they will be expert in that field. They have no confusion about what is ship design, what is the ship inspections, what is NDT, because they already covered at least 1,000 hours in that particular field. Otherwise, all this time they will be learning sin theta, cos theta and other things, and they don't know where is the application. This should not happen. Because we cannot blame the academic teachers also, because the current system doesn't allow them to go and work in the industry. But that's why we are going to introduce the insurance scheme in the academic system. In NIMS, this will be the first implementation we are going to do. Last month, we had an insurance conference in Saudi Arabia. There is a global association also, the GAPE is there. I am the vice president of that one. So the insurance companies decided to get involved in the academic sector. Every student should be sponsored, not insured, so that they have a guarantee that for the money they spend, what the parents spend for the children, they have a guarantee that the student will be placed in some industry at the end of the professional career. If they are not placed, the insurance companies will pay the compensation. But to pay the compensation, insurance companies will insist in the entire academic system that this is the way your system should be changed. We cannot wait for the government to change the policies. When the insurance company says that we will insure your institute only if you are following the system, you should have this many people from the industry to come and guide you. Every student should have a career design. You should cover so many professional biographies they should read. It should be included as a supplementary subject. Then only the system will change. We cannot change the system all of a sudden. It will take time. But this journey already started, and we need thousands and thousands of professional biographies like this. We need the print format, we need the audio format, we need the video format, and luckily now AI is so advanced that you can have all these formats in no time. So whichever is the most effective thing for the students, they can use it. When they are driving, for example, they can use the audio format. If they are free, they can use the video format. They don't need to even read it actually. And we can cut these biographies into small pieces, because nowadays it is not like the old days where the teacher can come and take the class for 2 hours, students will focus for 2 hours. No. Nowadays, due to the social media interference, the students cannot focus more than 5 minutes. This is a fact. Whatever you are serving for a long time, they are not bothered about to listen. After 5 minutes, their focus is out. So we need to cut it into short clippings. AI is there to guide you also. If you give a 300-page biography, AI can make it into short things. They can compress it into one minute videos. In maybe the prime points only it will take. Everything AI can do it. And this is our next research actually. How this biography can be made into different formats. So once everything is set, hundreds of people can follow the same system. And what AIMRI is now doing is not only making people or telling people to make it, we are publishing it. We make sure that these biographies are going to different academic centers for reference. Online it will be available. And not only that, but Lakshmi hasn't completed 20 years of experience to get an industrial doctorate straight away with a biography. But since it's a research work, if she is having 3 research work also, research papers, she is eligible for a doctorate, industrial doctorate. And believe me, in the industry, nowadays, if someone is coming with academic doctorate, nowadays, even in our company also, the division heads normally, they don't take even that resume. Because they need fresh graduates with fresh mind. They don't want to see people spending 5 years, 8 years in the academics doing research which has no relevance in the industry. But an industrial doctorate is a stamp that you are a master in that field. Along with when you are placing your biography also. Just imagine you are going to an organization with your resume and saying that this is my professional biography. The very moment you will get there won't be any interview if you have a professional biography, because you have already proved that you are a master. You have your entire history is there in that book. Instead of your resume, you send your professional biography. Your appointment letter is there. This is the way we are molding. So with the beauty of the professional biography is an industrial doctor is also waiting for you. Hope you understood about the concept. This is not a time to explain all these things, because today is the day of Lakshmi. She has to come and explain her experience, and if anyone wants to greet her, that's a time for you also. Mr. Rajmohan, you want to talk something? No, you please. I'll give my time, because please. So I am finishing my speech. Let me hand over mic to Mr. Rajmohan, because he is from the industry. He is the one to tell about what is the feedback about my speech, about this concept, because if he is also accepting, it's great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sohan. Thanks, Lakshmi, for inviting me. It's really a pleasure to be actually here with Sohan Roy, because the concept of success is very varied. If you look at a war like in Afghanistan, America went on to win every battle that they fought in the country, but lost the war. It's a very interesting thing. A lot of people actually think that if you win small battles, you win the war. That is not so. Because Afghan was fighting for their life. For America, it was just one of the things that they were doing. America lost the will to win at a particular point of time and withdrew. Afghanistan actually won. Or Taliban won finally without even firing one bullet. And that is something that I see in Sohan or in Lakshmi's book. The will to actually succeed. It is not the small battles that he is interested in. He is interested in actually a concept. A lot of people might not know, I was one of the richest boys in South India. By default, because my father was one of the richest people, we had actually joint ventures with Tatas. We were into shipping. We were the largest in cashews in the world. And at the age of 18, due to a USSR-India economic rift, USSR was our largest trading partner at that point of time, and they stopped imports of commodities from India. And the prices fell of cashews. Because my father was the largest in the world, he lost at that point of time 40 crores of rupees in 1982. That can be similar to about 40,000 crores of rupees in today's value. At that point of time, the banks gave a case which was the largest in the country, and I was involved because until I signed that liability, they wouldn't refinance the group. So from one day, at the age of 18, from being one of the richest boys in the country, I was the poorest man in the country. I'm glad social media was not there and everything. Otherwise, I would have been hunted like what Vijay Mallya is being hunted at this point of time. That time, the interest rates were at 26% was the normal interest rates of banks. And if you default, it goes up to 36%. The total interest that I had to pay every month was 55 lakhs of rupees. And this is unimaginable. Nobody ever thought about these kind of figures at that point of time. Everybody came and told me just to run away from the country, go to America, settle down there. You can at least run your life better. Except my mother. My mother came to me and told me that, look here, your father made the liability. It is your duty to actually pay the liability and go. You might be able to go to America and live a life, and you could take care of a family, but you will never be happy. I was foolish at that point of time. At 18, I loved my mother. I believed that I could do it. It took a very long time for me to actually understand the enormity of this problem at that point of time. But it is with that desire of an existential life, of actually coming out of this kind of liability. It took me 27 years of very, very hard work to actually come out of it and finally pay all the liability. So one of the things that I had actually realized is that when you have such a major liability, you need a business large enough for the liabilities to look small. And in the process of building up a business of that size, I actually had made systems by which there were companies looking after the liabilities. There were other companies that had nothing to do with this at all. On a day, the banker, it was Indian Overseas Bank, was our lead bank. The manager had called me. So every time he calls, it is about my inability to pay the interest, some problem or the other. He said, look here, can I come to your house and see your mother and you? We want to come over there. I said, okay. I thought it was another problem that had happened. So he came over. He handed over some documents of properties that we had pledged in 1982. And that value, which was only 3.5 crores at that point of time, had changed into 600 crores at that point of time, and the liability was over. And that was properties that we never imagined would actually come back to the family, because the liability was never supposed to get over. But this process is like what Sohan always says. It is not a question of Sunday or a holiday. You run processes every day of your life. And it is those processes that actually make you achieve things. And you achieve it because you have an existential problem in it, like what Afghanistan does, or a Vietnam war proves, or what India is proving to Pakistan. Our desire for our motherland is far higher than their interest to create a problem here. And that is the mindset change that is required for this kind of a success. And that is what I have seen him. Through his life, the kind of challenges that he has faced. From being a college student, he started business at that point of time. And his abilities to keep on adapting to this new set of rules. And then when I had paid the liabilities, I had a little time, because at 18, I was only in the first year of BCom. I studied, I finished my BCom, but I could go into college only for 30 days because I was full-time in work. So I couldn't do my post-graduation or any of that. So I wanted to take a doctorate. So I applied to the Kerala University. They said, unless you have a post-graduation, you cannot get a doctorate. So we have an office in Holland. I applied to the European universities. So Edinburgh University called me and said, look here, since you have so much of experience, why don't you work with us? So we had this weekend days that we could go. By the time I made a book on the world economy of cashews, and they called me for Viva, where 2 people from FAO had actually come and was sitting to interview me. So I went there. The halls in Scotland are very big. It's very when you walk, you can hear your shoe actually walking. It's similar to what Lakshmi is going through, the tensions, because she's doing this for the first time. You go and sit there. They have this huge table, and these 2 people are sitting there, and you are sitting there alone. So they asked the first question on the book. I answered. So one of them said, Mr. Pillai, we know that you know about the industry far more than what I do. Let us just have a tea and give you the doctorate. And that is the concept that Sohan Roy is trying to put up. The industrial knowledge is far more important than the post-graduation. I believe that V.S. Achuthanandan deserves a doctorate more than the political science student who has gone to a PhD and got his doctorate. What Narendra Modi knows about politics, how many people in the college can even compare with that? And that is the difference of the real knowledge compared to what you can actually study. And from all the studies, it is like what Sohan said, the first day he is in the office to do the work, I have to teach him from the very basic, like what ISO is. And that is the problem that everybody is facing. That challenge of especially Indian children not actually knowing that you need to mow a lawn to get the $10 or clean the house before you get the $5. The relationship that between the money and what you require, the work that needs to be done, is seen through a whole middle class family and the upper class family children, because they believe that whatever they get is a right and not what they need to earn. And that is being shown even in sports, where children are today like an ISL boy or the football students are put into 5-star hotels, they are given everything. But their inability to give the value back to the sponsors is actually being shown, by which they are not getting the fans. And if they don't get the fans, it is the sponsors will not be happy, and if the sponsors are not happy, the funding will stop, and this whole thing will actually go back. And that is a relationship. It's like a circle that needs to be actually developed. It is critical that we understand what is practical and how it is done, much more, as much as what you need to know in the theory of how it is to be done. But that knowledge, what Sohan is talking about, the value of that knowledge is far more important. And it is well documented in what Lakshmi's book has actually come up. I congratulate her for coming up with the book. More than that, I congratulate Sohan for actually encouraging her to make a book and to make so many people actually successful in that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajendra sir. And thank you, Sohan sir, for your kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at the moment we have all been waiting for. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Lakshmi Atul to the stage to launch her professional biography. Let's have a loud round of applause, shall we? I also invite to the stage Sir Sohan Roy and Mr. Loknath Behra, former Kerala Police DGP, to officially launch the book, and renowned Malayalam film director Mr. Blessy to receive the first copy of the book. Let's have a loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Sir Sohan Roy, I request you to unwrap the book, and I ask Mr. Loknath Behra to hand over the first copy of the book to Mr. Blessy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a loud round of applause. Thank you, Sir Sohan Roy, Mr. Loknath Behra, Mr. Blessy, and Ms. Lakshmi Atul. You may kindly take your seats. I now request the audience to direct your attention to the screen for a short video introduction on Ms. Lakshmi Atul.
There are 3 C's of life: choices, chances, and changes. You must make a choice to take a chance, or your life will never change. Beauty, talent, intelligence, and compassion. Lakshmi Atul personifies these objectives perfectly, maintaining an absolute balance between a professional and personal love. A gold medal winner in engineering, Lakshmi joined the Aries group of companies as the head of research and development and slowly climbed the corporate ladder to become the director operations of the group. With more than 17 years of professional experience, she has been at the forefront of very key projects by the company, spearheading some of the intricate projects. Her expertise also extends to the film and entertainment industry, where she leads an Oscar Awards consultancy division, which has supported numerous Indian films in competing for Academy Awards and international festivals. From managing high-profile Indiewood Business Excellence Awards to organizing notable fashion shows, including Indiewood Fashion Premier League, she has proved her mettle by embracing diverse challenges throughout her professional journey. Apart from distinguishing herself in the corporate world, Lakshmi is an actor, model, anchor, and winner of titles Mrs. Grand Prix 2018 and Mrs. India Charity at Mrs. United Nations Pagans 2018, and the Mrs. Intelligence and Face of South at the Mrs. India Queen of Substance. She was also honored by Lead India Foundation's Inspiring Women Award in 2022, Kerala Women Leaders Award by World Women Leadership Congress in 2023, and more. As the saying goes, we're all strong, we're all beautiful, and invincible. Everything is within our path, and our path is within ourselves. As a testament to leadership and professional excellence, Lakshmi Atul has carved an impressive path to success. Her journey is not just about personal triumphs, it's a beacon of inspiration for aspiring women leaders. Through her story of determination and strategic prowess, she aims to empower other women to pursue their ambitions fearlessly and make their mark in the professional world.
I now invite Ms. Lakshmi Atul to share her thoughts with us on this very special occasion.
Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, thank you so much for joining me on this milestone day, my first ever book launch. I'm standing before you with mixed emotions. To be recognized as a writer was not even in my dreams. And the first person to thank here is Sir Sohan Roy, who has not only asked me to do this as a trial project, to write a biography and to help me publish it, but also has made it possible to do such a dream come true event for me. Thank you so much, sir. So some of you might be wondering, and many of the people whom I have invited have asked me, why a biography at this age? I'm 40 now, and traditionally people say that life begins at 40. But my journey to this biography was during a brainstorming session we had with Sir Sohan on our way to Kanyakumari with the team a month back. And then we decided, okay, we'll make a trial of how to do a biography and how to publish it. So I was given a target of 30 days to do the entire process. And fortunately, I could do it in 30 days with the support of my team, definitely. So this journey is of 40 years, out of which 17 years is professional journey, and the rest is my childhood and my college education. And it is, the book is in 20 chapters. And I would say this was done in less than 30 hours. It was done when I was free. I have definitely used the support of technology. I have got the support of team. So the final shape of the book is in 30 days, but when you count the hours, it is 30 hours. So yeah, and the point, why a professional biography? We all have stories in life. We all have experiences in life. We all have a lot to say for the upcoming generations. But why is it that it's not being passed on? Why is it that our struggles or challenges and how did we overcome these challenges is not being passed on to the younger generations? Some of us might be saying that we don't have stories. Some others may be saying that we don't have time, we don't have resources. But yes, if you have the willpower, you can do it. If I can do it, any one of you can do it. So every story, every experience, every chapter of our life is guidance for the future generation. We can act as a torch for leading them to the future. So that is a very concept why we have done this biography. So this program, this concept of professional biography is being initiated by one of our projects, AD's International Maritime Research Institute's Industrial Doctorate Program, wherein, as Sohan sir already said, wherein we honor industry legends based on the experience and the years of service, rather than what they do in a university, rather than enrolling in a university, do 3 to 7 years of research and do a presentation and then come back. We would want their thesis to be their experience, their thesis to be their professional journey. And as we publish this go to the juniors, to the academics, and this can be used as a guidance. And so this is about the biography. And for people who most of you are like very close to me, but for the people who doesn't know about me, this journey has been really wonderful. About me, I was an athlete as a kid and then changed into a bookworm as I grew up in my adulthood. And then from being a mother, a wife, a pageant winner, from being a very unhealthy person to someone who runs marathons and someone who does long distance cycling and someone who loves to talk. I used to only sit in, I used to be a very introverted person, sit in the system or sit with my books. I am at this stage of my life, I can talk to people, I guide people, I mentor people. I'm so happy that I'm here. So that is how we decided to do a professional biography. And when we say about this journey, it wouldn't have been possible without the support of each one of you. The first thing I would like to thank is my Achan, who is in heaven, who is hopefully seeing me standing here and is proud of me. Then my mom, she's here with happy tears and little smiles. I can see her in the first row. She has not only supported me, but has been my pillar, has fought for me, and that is what I am today here. I would also love to thank my in-laws, who has always asked me to keep dreaming and keep working for, and that's why I'm here standing before you so confidently, so proud. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank my team, my pillar, my Aries family, for cheering me for whatever I do and for being there thick and thin. Extending my thanks to my husband Atul and my daughter Acha, who has patiently helped me throughout this journey. And last but not the least, Sir Sohan sir. It's been 17 years with him, and I still remember one day when I came up with a proposal, he said, "Lakshmi, sky is not the limit for you. Go grab the universe." Thank you so much, all my dear friends. This journey has been truly incredible with the support of each one of you. Thank you so much for coming down, and thank you, universe, for getting all the blessings. Forever grateful for everyone in my life. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi, for your kind words. We are also fortunate to have several distinguished guests with us today. I now invite them to come forward and share their wishes for Lakshmi. I would like to call upon Mr. Loknath Behra first to share his thoughts on this occasion. Mr. Loknath Behra is a retired IPS officer of the 1985 batch. He was Director General of the Kerala State Police and was Kerala's longest serving State Police Chief when he retired in June 2021. He currently serves as the Managing Director of Kochi Metro. Sir, the dais is yours.
So very distinguished persons, Blessy sir, Sohan sir, and of course the star of the morning, Lakshmi, and dear friends. So it's very difficult to write a biography. It's easy to write probably some other a novel or maybe a story, but very difficult because I feel that if you are very honest, so many of the failures also come to that book. And I also consider that if you say the best of the biographies which have been written, they are remembered because how the person overcome the challenges and the difficulties and how honest he or she is in her book. One of such books was Kamala Das' book. I still remember, you read one again and again that she's so candid, so open. So I'm sure, I have not read the book. Sometime back in a function I met her. The kind of energy, the kind of spunk in her, actually, I made a small conversation with her, with Sohan Saab also was there present that time, and I thought that this girl will go up. And at the age of 40, writing a biography is definitely an achievement. And I'm sure that she did it very fast. That means second book is coming. That is, you can say. Because if she writes so quickly, so I can write another one. I was just jokingly telling Blessy sir that maybe that it can be made a movie to inspire the people to actually younger generation that to come to a little serious thing that the dream is to be there. But it is not that how you are going to achieve that particular objectives or goals you have kept. That is important, but more important is that whether you have a dream. If you don't have a dream, then it's okay. So if you take our former beloved President and Abdul Kalam Sahab, what he said. So younger people who are there in the audience, be inspired by her book and read it. It is not a very, very thick book, so you can read it very quickly. She wrote it in 30 hours. So you could have taken 40 hours. That would have been better, so it would have coincided with 40 your age. Anyway, so I wish all the best, and I am sure, because the title of the book is very interesting, Architect of Dreams and Leadership, and it must be having some management lessons, and she is a successful manager in all the way, apart from her versatile personality of walking the ramp to doing movies, etc. So I wish all the best for the book and all the best, and let us hope for the second book quickly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Loknath Behra. Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Blessy to speak a few words. Mr. Blessy is a celebrated director with many accomplishments, including a National Film Award and 6 Kerala State Film Awards. He has directed several larger-than-life movies, such as Aadajeevitham, Tanmatra, and Kalimanna, to name a few. Mr. Blessy, a few words for our audience.
നമസ്കാരം. വളരെ മനോഹരവും സൗന്ദര്യവുമുള്ള ചില നിമിഷങ്ങളിലൂടെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പോയത്. കാരണം ഞാനിങ്ങനെ അത്ഭുതത്തോടുകൂടി ഞാനിവിടെ വരാനുണ്ടായ കാരണത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് ഇവിടെ ഇരുന്നപ്പോൾ ചിന്തിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. എനിക്കൊന്ന് ലക്ഷ്മിയെ ഞാനിത് 3ാമത്തെ പ്രാവശ്യമാണ് കാണുന്നത്. ഇന്നലെ ഞാൻ ലക്ഷ്മിയോടത്ത് വിളിച്ചപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞു, ചിലപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് വരാൻ സാധിക്കില്ലായിരിക്കും. ഞാൻ ഇതിലെ 2 കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചൂണ്ടിപ്പറയാനാണ്. ഇതിൽ രണ്ടാമത് എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ലീഡർഷിപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, അത് ലക്ഷ്മിയെ ഞാൻ പരിചയപ്പെടുന്നത് ഏരിയസിൻ്റെ ഒരു പ്രതിനിധി എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിലാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഒരാൾക്ക് എങ്ങനെ ഒരാളെ കൊണ്ട് എത്തിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന തരത്തിലേക്ക് എനിക്ക് 2 കോള് മാത്രമേ വന്നുള്ളൂ. ഞാൻ ലക്ഷ്മിയെടുത്ത് പറഞ്ഞു, ഞാൻ 2 മീറ്റിങ്ങുകളുടെ ഇടയിലാണ് വരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ നമുക്കൊരാൾക്ക് മറ്റൊരാളെ സ്വാധീനിക്കാൻ കഴിയും? ചില നല്ല സംസാരങ്ങളിൽ. കാണാതാണ്, വീഡിയോ കോളൊന്നും അല്ലല്ലോ, കാണാതാണ്, ശബ്ദങ്ങളിലൂടെ എത്ര നമ്മളെ ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. അപ്പം എഴുതിയതൊക്കെ സത്യമാണെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. കാരണം എന്നെ അല്പമായിട്ടെങ്കിലും ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസ് ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു. പിന്നെ സ്വപ്നങ്ങൾക്ക് പുറകെ ഒരുപാട് സഞ്ചരിക്കുന്ന ഒരാളാണ് ഞാൻ. അതിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ ഹീറോ ആയിട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്നത് മിസ്റ്റർ സോഹനാണ്. സോഹൻ്റെ സ്വപ്നങ്ങളോടൊപ്പം സഞ്ചരിക്കുന്നു. ഞാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം അനന്തൻ എനിക്ക് ഒരു വീഡിയോ അയച്ചു തന്നപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് സോഹനും അയച്ചു തന്നു. വളരെ മനോഹരമായി വർഷങ്ങളായി എൻ്റെ മനസ്സിലുണ്ടായിരുന്ന ഒരു സ്വപ്നമായിരുന്നു. ഈ US നമ്മൾ തിയേറ്ററൊക്കെ പോയി കാണുമ്പോൾ എന്തുകൊണ്ട് കേരളത്തിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ, ഞാനൊക്കെ ഈ നാടകങ്ങളിൽ നിന്നൊക്കെ വന്ന ഒരാളാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അത് പൂർത്തീകരിക്കുവാൻ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു വലിയ നിലയിലേക്ക് എത്തിക്കുവാനായിട്ട് സോഹൻ മുന്നിട്ട് വന്നു എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ജീവിതത്തിലെ ഒരു ബിസിനസ് മാത്രമല്ല, അതിനോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ സ്വപ്നങ്ങളെ നെയ്യുവാനായി മനുഷ്യരെ പഠിപ്പിക്കുവാനായിട്ട് കല എന്നും കൂടെ ഉണ്ടതാണ്. അപ്പം അങ്ങനെ ഒരു കലാകാരനായ ഒരു വ്യവസായി എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ സോഹനെക്കുറിച്ച് പറയുമ്പോൾ, സോഹൻ്റെ കുടുംബത്തിൽ നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് ലക്ഷ്മിക്ക് ഇതൊക്കെ സാധിക്കുന്നു എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് വളരെ സന്തോഷമുള്ള കാര്യമാണ്. അപ്പം ഈ ഒരു വലിയ മുഹൂർത്തങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങളൊക്കെ, എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു, ഒരു വലിയൊരു പ്രഭയാണ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് ലക്ഷ്മിയിലൂടെ ഈ ലോകത്തിലേക്ക്, സമൂഹത്തിലേക്കൊക്കെ കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ കഴിയുന്ന തരത്തിൽ. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് അനന്താത്മനാവിനോട് ഇരിപ്പുണ്ട്, ഞാനിപ്പോഴാണ് കണ്ടത്. അപ്പം അങ്ങനെ ഒരു വലിയൊരു കൂട്ടത്തിൽ കൂടുതൽ ഞാൻ ഈ പ്രണയത്തിൽ എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട്, സ്വപ്നങ്ങളെക്കാൾ മനോഹരമാണ് ജീവിതം ജീവിക്കാൻ അറിയാമെങ്കിൽ. അപ്പോൾ അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു ജീവിതത്തിനെ നയിക്കുവാൻ, പലപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ മറ്റുള്ളവരെ ലീഡർഷിപ്പോടുകൂടി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നയിക്കുന്നു എന്നുള്ളതിനേക്കാൾ സ്വന്തം ജീവിതത്തിനെ നയിക്കുക എന്ന് പറയുന്നതാണ്. നമുക്കാരും കാണത്തില്ല, പിന്നിൽ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ അണികളുണ്ടാവില്ല, പക്ഷേ അവിടെ നമ്മുടെ തന്നെ ലീഡറായി മാറുന്ന ഒരവസ്ഥ. അങ്ങനെ ജീവിതത്തിൻ്റെ സാഹചര്യത്തിലൂടെ വന്ന ഒരാളാണ് ഞാൻ. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ലക്ഷ്മിക്ക് അതിന് കഴിയട്ടെ. അതിന് ഒരു സമൂഹം തന്നെ കൂടെയുണ്ട്, ഒരു വലിയൊരു പ്രസ്ഥാനം കൂടെയുണ്ട് എന്നറിയുന്നതിൽ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. എനിക്ക് ഇവിടെ വരുന്നതിന് മുമ്പുള്ള നിമിഷങ്ങളെക്കാൾ എനിക്ക് ഈ നിമിഷങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും വാല്യുബിളായി തോന്നുന്നു, ധന്യമായി തോന്നുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും നന്ദി, സ്നേഹം.
Thank you, Mr. Blessy. Next, I would like to invite to the stage Dr. Satish Kumar to render a few words.
Dear Lakshmi, Sohan, dignitaries from the dignitaries present here. I am Satish, father-in-law of Lakshmi. I have been seeing her from 2006. First time when she came to my house with her mother, I knew that she was brilliant. And after many years, I was seeing her development in the profession as well as in personal. I am here now, standing with pride and joy, as I reflect on the incredible journey Lakshmi has documented in her book as an autobiography. And your book is a simple proof of the extraordinary achievements and relentless dedication Lakshmi has exhibited throughout her life. From Lakshmi's humble beginnings in Palakkad to her remarkable growth as the director of the Aries Group of companies, her story is exemplary and excellent. And it's an inspiration for everybody as a powerful reminder of that potential within each of us to make a meaningful impact in your life. Lakshmi, your ability to balance your professional life and personal life, particularly as a loving daughter, as a mother, and as a wife, is nothing short of admirable. The way you have seamlessly integrated your passion for innovation and leadership into your career while maintaining a balanced, strong foundation of family values speaks volumes about your character and determination. The content of your book, I have just read in a fast way, not only showcase your professional milestones, but also delves into the personal experiences that you have shaped you into the remarkable woman you are today. Your journey through the realms of education, professional growth, and personal wellness, and beautifully intertwined in this with your strong commitment to excellence and continuous learning. As Sohan and Mr. Pillai was talking about the concept of industrial PhD, I have my PhD in almost 7 years, from 2007 to 13. And the whole work about a herbal tablet form for pyrexia, the fever, is still lying in the shelves of some universities. 95% of the PhDs in the universities in India are just locked, shelved in the almirahs of the universities. But when he speaks about industry, when an industrial person has put in 20 years of his blood and life and made impact in the society, that is much more important than a worthless PhD thesis which an educational institution is producing. So in India, as of now, the academia industry collaboration is going on, but still there is no rule or there is no provision to have an application of your thesis in the society or in industry. So the whole system is baseless right now. Same way, I also wrote a book. My book, I have taken 15 months to publish, but it's only 30 days, 40 days if you publish, it's excellent. So I feel that how Aries is changing the industrial experts to having a PhD. Her work is something brilliant that way. As you launch the book among the whole dignitaries today, I want to extend my heartfelt congrats and blessings. May your autobiography serve as a source of inspiration to many and encouragement to many, inspiring them to pursue their dreams. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lakshmi and Sohan.
Thank you, Dr. Satish. A very big thank you to all our guests for their touching words for Lakshmi on the release of her professional biography. As we conclude the book launch segment, I want to express my gratitude to every single person who has joined us here today and contributed to making this event a success. Let's have a round of applause, please. We will now begin with the Media Award ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Indiewood Media Excellence Award 2024, powered by Aries Kalanilayam. Today, we celebrate the outstanding achievements of print and online media practitioners for their dedication, creativity, and influence. In an age where information shapes our world, these remarkable individuals have set the highest standard of quality and integrity. Their dedication and hard work has enriched this industry and have inspired us all. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin the event, we would now have a short 2-minute break. We will resume with the program shortly.